How do we make love with the light body? I see it almost like making love as though we are avatars or aliens. It's a whole different way of being. The world's way of making love is with the genitals, and that is cool and it is fun. The light body way of making love is when each individual, in the making love scenario, let's make it a couple. When each individual has the capacity to connect to their own light body, meaning they are able to feel so deep in their body that they feel the light of consciousness flowing through them, where they recognize the divine flowing through every single cell of their body, every single cell, atom of their body. When they start understanding the energy in between their atoms as being the divine life source. So then we have the God and the goddess. That's when we into the goddess energy, is when you realize your connection to the universal life force and that it is alive and flowing through your body. And the other party also connects to their light body, knowing the divine life source, life force within themselves. So both bodies are completely lit up with awareness in the genitals, but also through all the chakras, all the way to the top of the head, past the top of the head, all the way to the toes, all the way to the fingertips. It's like a consciousness and awareness is flowing right through the body. And with that consciousness and awareness comes a kind of intelligence. There's an intelligence, a light, a vibrancy flowing right through the body. Now, this is very advanced and it takes a lot of work for each individual to be able to access their entire light body, to flow awareness right through their bodies. Now, when these two individuals then start making love with all their awareness flowing through the entire body, they basically go into a full body orgasmic bliss state, which is not limited to the genitals. The genitals is one of your chakras. Suddenly you become aware that you can feel alive and feel pleasure throughout your entire body. And then when you come together with your partner, you can put your heads together and have an absolute bliss explosion. Put your shoulders together, have an absolute bliss explosion. Have streams of awareness, of intelligence flowing through your arms as you touch each other, as your hearts connect. There's like this light of awareness, like pulsing together. It's literally like remembering this state that we are able to access that we had forgotten about. Every time I do this, and every time we wake up a client, we are very aware that we are remembering a state that we are able to access. And this remembering, it's a remembering that I'm not sure if it goes into the past or into the future. It's a kind of remembering of another dimension that we are able to access, another dimension of being, because both parties are plugged into the universal consciousness. They're not making love with only their worldly ideas and things. I mean, that part is fun as well. But every now and again, when you do celestial lovemaking, You tapping into the universal consciousness, this incredible intelligence that flows through our bodies. And you can stay in this bliss state together for an extended period of time, for hours. And the bliss travels through any part of the body, including the genitals. Sometimes in the beginning, it is actually quite difficult to connect it to the genitals because we've been using the genitals in the old world way for so long that the brain pathways are still programmed in that way. And it might take some practice to activate this lower chakra into the other chakras as well. But be aware that we are able to remember a different state of consciousness that we can tap into when we make love. So both parties are tapped into the universal life force. And I'm telling you, when you now start weaving this energy together, this awareness, this intelligence, it creates such a magnificent spark. It creates more of a spark than simply two being together, because you're pulling in all of universal life force to be with you in your union. And the coming together is magnificent. It's sacred. It carries so much intelligence as you playfully weave, play with these streams of awareness, of consciousness with the two bodies. You will intuitively know how to simply play and be with it. And within this play of light between the two bodies, an incredible amount of healing and restoration and alignment happens for these two bodies. Plus, they get nourished and inspired and guided and aligned by putting their energies together. It's like a blast, an extra blast of higher consciousness that we're tapping into. That is sacred sexuality. That is sacred sexuality. The God, the goddess, the merging with the divine as individuals and as a unit. This is the sacred prayer, the sacred lovemaking. And every time we make love like this, we are hugely increasing the presence of the universal life force here on the planet. We are bringing down the consciousness, the universal life force, the heaven coming down to earth and being with us here. We are bringing the consciousness, the new consciousness, the new earth into being. Sacred sexuality, sacred work, sacred alignment. And to start this work, each person does their work. Work on aligning yourself with the divine life source, and then merge with another that has aligned themselves and make sacred love. I believe in you. I love you so much. Go out and make love, proper love. Bring heaven to earth. I love you.